Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. I'm Hussain Sajid, and in this video, we are going to discuss specimen paper for examination 2021 for Computer Science 9618, and it's paper one. And in previous two videos, we have discussed the first two questions, and in that video, we are going to discuss question number three. So let's start. Let's have a look at the question paper first. In question number three is asking that Mehrdad has a holiday company database that includes a data about holidays, such as the location, date, and duration, and data about the customers and holidays they have booked. Okay, so here he's asking that Mehrdad has normalized the database which has three tables. Okay, so we can clearly see from here, one will be the holiday table, then the second will be the customer table, and third will be the booking table. Okay, because the customers are booking for the holidays and they are booking the holidays. Okay, so three entities are involved here. So in first part of A, he is asking to draw an diagram for the normalized tables. So when we have got three tables and we have to normalize that, they are normalized, and we have to draw their diagram. So let's have a look. So here you can see the three entities. Number one is the customer, other is the booking, and the holiday. Customer can have many bookings, okay, and holidays can have many bookings. Okay, so that is the relationship between three entities, and that sign is for many, and you can see here is a one to many relationship. Okay, in next part, he is asking complete the table to identify the primary key and foreign key for each of the following tables. Okay, like we have identified the three tables in above part, and if the table has no foreign key, then write none. So we have to write the table's name, and we can clearly see that there are three tables here. Number one is booking, customer, and holiday. Okay, and every table must have a primary key, and a foreign key is an optional thing. What is a foreign key? Primary key, you should know about the primary key and foreign key. So what is a primary key? Primary key is a column, is a field in a table. On the basis of that field, the whole records are identified. It is the identifier of a table, primary key. Foreign key is a primary key that is a primary key in one table, but it is also present in a second table. So in a table where a non-key element or any column, any field other than primary key, which is the primary key of some other column, some other table. So that is the foreign key. Okay. For example, if I have a customer table and I have a holiday table. Okay. Holiday table will have a primary key. Customer table will have a primary key. But suppose in the holiday table, I mentioned the primary key of the customer table. That primary key of customer table in the holiday table is known as a foreign key. Okay, so let's go to its solution. So here is a table given. So we have to write the name of the table, the primary key, and the foreign key. So there are three tables. First is the customer, second is the booking, and third is the holiday. Customer have a primary key of customer ID, booking have a primary key of booking ID, holiday have a primary key of holiday ID, but customer table don't need a foreign key. Holiday table don't need a foreign key, but for bookings, you need to know about the customer and the holiday. Okay, so these two columns will act as a foreign key in booking table, whereas these two columns are the primary key. One is for customer table and other is the primary key of holiday table. So that is the complete answer of this part, and that question contains 3 marks. In next part, explain why the holiday table is in the third normalized form. Is asking that the holiday table that was mentioned here, okay, holiday have location, date, and duration. So why it is in third normalized form? So there is no many to many relationship. Okay, there is only one to many relationship. That's why this is called a third normalized form. All fields in the table are fully dependent on primary key for each table. So that's why the holiday database is in third normalized form. No non-key element depends on the non-key element. If you don't understand the normalization yet, I will upload a video on normalization pretty soon. So wait for that. If you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel so far, just open your YouTube or open youtube.com, or in mobile, just open your application and search for Hussain Sajid and subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you can receive my notifications whenever I'll upload a new video regarding your subjects. And if you want to interact with me, you can directly inbox me at my Facebook page that has a similar address, Hussain Sajid Official, like a YouTube channel. And also you can contact me on Instagram, that is Hussain Sajid Official. You can contact me if you need any kind of help or you want to ask any query. You can just inbox me. Going back to our topic, next question was, the holiday company has a several members of staff. The database has two additional tables to store data about the staff. One is the staff table that contains the staff ID, is a field, first name, second name, date of birth, role, and salary. Then there is a schedule table which have a schedule ID, staff ID, work date, morning or afternoon. Okay, either the staff is working in morning or afternoon. Okay, the following table show the sample data for the table schedule. You can see here schedule ID, staff ID, working date, morning or afternoon. Okay, so we have to answer in the first part. You have to answer, write an SQL script to display the first name and second name of all the staff members working on this date. So select staff. We have to tell the first and second name of staff members. So we will focus on that first one, staff table. So you have to find the first name and second name from the staff table. So we will just write select staff dot first name comma staff dot second name. Okay, so these two fields will be selected from the staff table. And schedule, why we are including schedule here? But our required information first and second name is written in staff table, then why we are getting the information from the second schedule table? Because he has mentioned the date, and the date is the part of the second schedule table. So we will select from these two tables where the schedule dot work date is equal to that day and schedule dot staff ID is equal to staff dot staff ID. So here we are applying two conditions. First condition is that the first and second name of that person who is working on that date, and also you have to verify that that person who is working on that date is also a member of a staff. Might be possible that person is in the schedule table but is missing in the staff table. So you have to verify that their staff ID should be similar. So that was the select statement for the selection of data. By running that query, that will return us the name, first name and second name of the staff member who was working on 25 2020. uh, just to clarify, that query will go to that, okay, and here it will find that date. So that date is found in two rows, okay, and that table, that query will get the staff ID from this, and then it will compare the staff ID with that staff members, and it will only select the first and second name of those person who have a staff ID of BC and LK, and that will return us two rows. Okay, so that was the answer of your first part of third B. And moving to second part, it is asking that write an SQL script to count the number of people working on the morning 26/5/2020. So simple, we will select staff ID who is working on that date and in the morning. Okay, that will return us some rows. It may be 1, 2, 3, or 4 rows. Then we will apply that count function that is mentioned in the insert table. You can see that. So you can just count the number of rows here, and that query will return us just a numeric value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depending upon the number of rows of the persons who were working on 26 May 2020. So select count staff ID from the schedule table where working date is equal to this and morning is equal to true. Okay, thank you. That was the solution of the third question. I hope that I've cleared all the concepts. Still, if you have any query, you can WhatsApp me on that number, or you can contact me on Hussain Sajid official Facebook page as well as Hussain Sajid official Instagram page. I'll see you in the next video where we'll solve the fourth question of that specimen paper 1 for 2020 of Computer Science 9618. Till then, thank you. Allah Hafiz.